Hi, welcome to Empower Community Healthcare Services, also known as ECHCS podcast. I am here today, your host, Bronwyn Jones, Client Relations Officer for ECHCS. Today I want to share a story of one of our participants who is nothing short of inspirational. And this tale is why we do what we do and how achievements in a participant's life, no matter how small or large, should be celebrated for what they are, and that's a celebration. So we have this participant, let's call her Mary. She wanted to share her story, but did not want to be identified. She has complex psychosocial disabilities with extensive trauma history throughout her childhood and adult life. So she joined NDIS back in 2019 when NDIS didn't really recognise psychosocial disabilities as a permanent disability. Mary worried about everything and anything. She was afraid to leave her home. She was in a constant state of survival mode with extreme levels of anxiety. At the time, she found a provider who encouraged her to access the community in a range of ways during COVID lockdown and restrictions in Sydney. She has fond memories of enjoying community access and loving the restrictions, as there were very few people around her that she felt could harm her. But with her support workers, she was encouraged to explore the community at her own pace. Her workers also helped her around the home with domestic duties and meal preparation, which took the burden off her. Over the next few years with her provider, she started to gain confidence in herself and her abilities, but she was not ready to return to work in the disability sector where she once worked. So her provider offered her a role of managing their social media accounts. Then the strict lockdowns occurred and community access and events were non-existent. So with her provider support, she returned to providing support to two of their participants. This gave Mary the opportunity to build her skills in more ways than in a professional capacity. Mary joined our community a few years ago after moving to Melbourne and needing support as her current provider did not offer services in the area. With the supports in place, a team of female workers, Mary refused to have male workers due to trauma. We recognise this as a need for her to feel safe with our staff. Mary started rapidly gaining confidence in herself, developing trauma response strategies with her team of support workers and allied health professionals. By this stage, we could see a massive improvement in Mary, and the management team and her workers encouraged her to pursue her dreams and desires to return to work that she loved by helping others on NDIS identify and feel empowered in the types of supports that they needed. Mary returned to Sydney, a place she swore she never would return to. It was the place of too many trauma triggers. What amazed all of us here at ECHCS is she drove from Melbourne to Sydney with her pets on her own with no support. She began her journey with us and her team of support workers once settled into her Sydney home. Within months, she found a job with another provider where she was a key part in the decision-making process and would be an advocate for participants and workers while keeping the provider compliant with all NDIS practice standards, while at the same time keeping a human element in every participant's life, reminding both participants and stakeholders the need for the participant to be the focal point of all decisions made in their life. This is Mary's story about how, with the right team in place and the right time, anything is possible, and we are so proud of her and her achievements, as well as being blessed to be part of her journey. This is how NDIS funding and the determination of Mary, she was able to achieve what once impossible for her, or so she thought. She never thought she would return to the work that she loved. She has her good days and her bad days, but nothing stops her, and we at ECHCS feel honoured to be on this journey with her, supporting her and encourage her in achieving her goals.